Is there another way to follow him? The homing missile, is there something? It's coming in, back in. Liquid, Miracle, he's able to get the blink away. He's still got another counter shield. He'll send it straight back. The homing missile turns around, but DY charging forward. Another blink forward. Weehao trying to help. He gets bounced around, blinks himself down. Miracle continues the run, but DY, he's the biggest runner of all. There's no bash. Miracle can blink into the trees and away. They are trying so hard, VG. They see the opportunity, but they just can't capitalize.
Talk about playing to your limits. I love how Liquid use everything but the kitchen sink to try and assist Miracle in getting out. The traps, the counters even hesitates to ensure the rocket bounces back, and then the stampede to ensure he gets that little bit of chase. And VG threw everything.
Yep.
They relocated forwards. They had double charges. Like they walled. Like every spell used, and Miracle still gets the tier 3 and escapes.
Maybe they can go for another target, but I don't know which one. The kicks are coming in. Ari's feeling the pressure. GH is watching the tree line for the Monkey King. He knows his role. But VG, they also know they can still just hold their high ground. They have some nice AoE clear. They can force Liquid into a disadvantageous position. And with losing that tier 3 tower, how do they hold their shrines? Especially this one. This is the Trinity camp, the most efficient camp for Paparazzi to farm with Flat Cannon.
And look, they still have to play so defensively because they don't have vision on the enemy side of the river. So we know where Liquid are, but Vici do not have this information. For all they know, there's a smoke move incoming.
Negative 2.5 seconds on the blink, if case Miracle wasn't maneuverable enough. He's hit level 20 at 22 minutes in, by the way. Just as we've got our level watcher on the side.
This is a tough ask, and I feel for Yang here. You know, Liquid choosing to ban the Mars instead of the DS. They give it away. On paper, VG Gaming's lineup is excellent. It's what they've used to make it all the way here to the grand final. Some of the best, like Io, Gyro, Dark Series, people, on paper, it's fantastic, but it just doesn't matter if Liquid have a read on the map, and they just simply can't find kills.
Isn't that one of those things, like when you go into a drive, you know, I'm actually willing to let you relocate. They're going towards the mid lane. The Wukong's commander's already down. GH, he's the one that's already turned on the magnetized. Spirit Breaker's the first one to die in this entire engagement. And VG Gaming, they're really going to find nothing. They're trying to battle inside their own Wukong's command, but Kura, he had the damage. Thanks to the shadows, their fade will fall. Now Miracle comes in for his own fight. Men are just bashing up. Hoof stomp there as well. The TA trap saw Ori go, but because Miracle's got that low blink cooldown time, he can jump forward, and his Battle Fury was on cooldown. He was wondering which tree Monkey was on and couldn't work it out, but it won't matter. 3 heroes down from VG, and this could be a very fast game one of this grand final.
Their initiation is just too rudimentary. They go in with the Spirit Breaker, they reload forwards, but there's just a stampede, and Liquid are out. The AA blast hits. Who cares about the BKB on Gyro? If it hits the Wisp or him, there's no healing that's going to come out, and both supports die to effectively just the magical damage of the supports.
Oh my god, he's got a full Abyssal Blade.
Yeah.
He's 19,000 like net worth, 24 minutes into a game with 21 levels, and Roshan could spawn up in 2 seconds time, just to make things worse for VG, because they can't contest, but he's a long spawn timer. He's a 2.5 minute.
It feels like the game is 35 minutes, but we're not even 25.
And it feels like a sprint. That's what this feels like. 36 kills in 24. A Miracle will just look to end. If the opportunity is given to him, he owns this dire side of the map. Great Observers and Sentries down. Spirit Breaker's charging forward up on the top. GH thinks about a fight. Ice Blast coming in. Rolling Boulders in, actually cancelling DY's charge forward. The Ice Blast doesn't really hit as hard as they would like to, but then again, DY, he's already gone down. They have the chill effect. Paparazzi has to use that BKB to escape out. Hilariously enough, it's still worth it. Ari gets more money, but he's not out just yet. Miracle's hovering around. The Observer Ward's waiting for him. Cut a casual tree while you're there. Just, that is some patience from Ori.
Hell, you look at that, he's just cutting random trees. They know he's in the vicinity. They saw him leap on the ward. Now they get the scan.
Kura's gonna Vortex. Ice Blast flies in. Oh, he just goes straight over the top of it. Ori's down. They picked the exact tree he was on, but he's already now gonna jump down again and TP away to safety. Liquid, they're hunting the movement of leaves.
Oh, it's just such a hard game for Vici. Miracle is so fat.
But the Gyro is still getting farm in. Like, he is more net worth than the TA. Even if the levels don't share it, he's still 3 levels behind the TA on that front. But the Butterfly is rapidly approaching for Gyrocopter. Everything that VG have got, they're putting into this Gyrocopter. Any kind of damage output they can get is going to come from Paparazzi.
Things will change a bit. If you can get a wall illusion to Miracle, and the Monkey BKB, you will have the ability to go toe-to-toe until the butterfly is up on the anti-mage.
They're so hungry for a kill, but they're walking over the top of TA traps. They're walking near Radiant Observer wards as well. Every aggression of VG Gaming is just read by Liquid, either through vision or just through intuition.
Yeah, it's interesting because you think of Monkey and Breaker as vision providing, but with a game like this, they need somebody else. They're looking to consume it in this game. And Liquid, they've got so many methods of just the warding's been excellent from Kuro. Cannot stress that enough.
Yep.
They've got AA, they've got traps, they've got all these methods of scouting out the direction Vinci's going. And if Vinci don't have vision, they can't actually stun. They can't kill anyone. They need to lead with the charge or with Monkey King scouting someone out flying through the trees, and that's just not possible the way this game has gone.
Look at the fear of DY. I'll run in, I'll bash this trap once, and then I need to back myself off, like even bulldozing just out of fear of Liquid's initiation. There is nowhere safe on this map.
BKB on the TA as well.
She's got her BKB. She's going in for Nullifier next. Anti-Mage is looking to finish up a Butterfly as his next major item. Interesting choice as well, considering you do have the Butterfly over on the Gyrocopter. But do either of these heroes, like, is it worthwhile buying an MKB at this point, considering how far ahead you already are?
The TA will. I don't know if Miracle wants to. I think he can just continue increasing his survivability because like, when he gets a Butterfly, it's the Gyro that'll need the MKB to be able to touch him.
And what a beautiful stage. Recreate the Dota map.
The trees.
Nice to restart it up again as I is back into the game. Yeah, the trees.
And the fountains. That's the coolest part. I think the fountains are incredible. And they're like direct ports of what's in the game as well. Second Roche.
I just love also the AR. Roshan comes in, just smashes everything down. Roshan's being done. They're cutting the trees down, making sure there's nowhere for Monkey King to jump forward to. And even a kick up the hill. VG have done the best they can to get rid of most of the TA traps, but they still get hit by a 3-er. As DY is like, I'm out. I'm going bottom lane. I don't want to be part of this, but Miracle wants every part of this. Blinks into the middle of him. He's going to bait out the Wukong's command from Orin. Can he get himself away with the spell block? Yes, he can. That's two huge abilities down from VG Gaming. Liquid just need to reset now and go back in.
First, they can heal up. Miracle's gonna pop bottom shrine. He'll push the wave. You can already see the lines being drawn by GH. They know what's up. They've got cooldowns, so now they just need to relax. You can actually potentially finish this Butterfly on Miracle, which is a huge timing window. I mean, obviously he's far ahead, but this is the item that truly puts him at near peak influence in terms of his advantage on the rest of the game.
And it's there on the courier. So in 5 seconds, depending on how far he blinks away from it all, it'll be there. And VG Gaming, they know their best chance is that thing right in the middle of the screen. The anti-mage illusion. It's their best way of fighting back Team Liquid, is to take their strengths and turn it against them.
Yeah, I'm really just in awe, Toby. You know, oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, I thought he was blinking on an enemy for a second there. But,
yeah.
You know, I love watching Dota because you get to see, I love the game. And when you see it played this well, you know, it's easy to forget you're supposed to talk over it because you kind of just want to sit back and enjoy it with everyone at home.
Don't worry, we're never short of words. Weeha's looking for his own fight, coming in through the bottom lane. Here's your first slap down. Weeha isolated. If they can keep the sun going, can never get the cheese off. So Weeha does go down. Mind controls in pretty deep with GH as well. This is what VG wanted. The Ice Blast, however, maybe not what they wanted, but they still get the double kill. In fact, they even cleaned up GH in that. VG Gaming. You can love Dota all you want, Kyle. Never feel like one team has it in the bag. It's never in the bag.
Of course not, Toby. I knew that. I'm just trying to keep it interesting for the fans at home. We don't want a 3-0 stop, all right?
Yeah.
The more I praise Liquid, the more the mojo might turn against them. That's a huge fight for Vici, and it's all because of the BKB reveals on the Gyro, or rather the Monkey King, and then the Gyro obviously still with his.
Yeah, I see how you get your haters, Kyle.
You can fight Vici if you...
Oh, Ori! Miracle! He's being charged, he jumped off! He's looking for the sun, he's looking for the bounce, he actually got him, and he hit him with the mana void! There is the pulse around. Miracle still going for DY at the moment. Here comes your Ice Blast. Miracle thinks about sending his ground of fight because the Ice Blast connects the Agency Maul is going to burn. Kuro's here to help him out. The homing missile is going towards the Ancient Apparition, but Miracle's back to life again. He doesn't blink up to help his teammate, however. They just take the kill and get out. Abyssal Blade's not ready, and the pinging of the Observer Ward. They know Liquid's playing with too much information.
He meant to dodge the Spirit Breaker stun. He cut the tree Monkey King leapt to.
He's Miracle.
It never, yeah, no words.
DY running himself forward. That bulldoze at least lets him break free of the badge quickly, dodging around Miracle. He blinks in. There's so much cleave damage, however. DY didn't stand a chance. Now GH wants a rolling boulder in. It's just the bravado of Team Liquid. It's like, hey, we can go again, and let's go again, and again, and again. There is more kills to be had with the Magnetize in the back line. VG just can't walk away. Yang, he's out of, no, he's not. Miracle blinks him to catch him off. There is no escape here. IO will drop two. He's thinking about the Wukong's command, but the damage is already done from Team Liquid. There is no fight to be had.
And of course he doesn't use it right away because he can probably save it, bait somebody out of position, and then look to pop it and find an extra kill. The Arcane Rune, there's no hope. Like the blink distance and cooldown reduction.
Stop it, Kyle, stop it. There has to always be hope. The blink of Fizzleblade. Ari, here comes your Ice Blast.
He saves the cheese.
Pops it off, jumps forward. VG Gaming, they styled on Team Liquid during the winners bracket match, but Miracle's here to win Dotes, and the rest of Liquid are here to make sure he's got the space. You mentioned before, like, Miracle is definitely the person we've been focusing on, but Weeha, he helped create the space, Kuro helped create the vision, Mind Control took one for the team, and GH has always been there working with Kuro to get these done, to get these controls, to keep the fight going. A call down out, Mind Control, he hit by the homing missile, with another strike to push him back, but Miracle's into the back line. He's looking for DY with the Mana Void, the damage just spills out across VG Gaming's face, and they want to go for more. Weeha hits with the melt, Paparazzi has got practically no armor, and the Ice Blast from Kuro is probably going to hit the mark as well. Chills on Yang, it chills on Paparazzi. They can't even regenerate while they sit inside their fountain. It may be that time to move the fingers towards the button. A G, tap it twice.
They're just doing it perfect, Toby. And it feels like the Liquid drafting style is, all right, pick something for Wii that can't lose mid.
First phase as well.
And does a ton of physical damage. The Wind Ranger, the TA, maybe a last pick Meepo if they really feel like it. And yeah, Miracle's gonna carry. And the 3-4-5 continue to play near perfectly around the map. Like almost always you'll see them link up around that 10-15 minute mark, the two supports and Mind Control. They look to make things happen, find kills, and Miracle just has all the space and time in the world to get to this point where he's #1 net worth, and then Miracle does Miracle things. I don't think you'll find a carry player that will better utilize a net worth advantage.
I love it. He's not even completing the Scani just yet. Like, it's like, I'll blink back. Now I've got everything I need for it. So boom, boom, boom. All together, perfectly calculated. And then he gets a double damage rune from the top river just to enable him even more.
But this is big. You've got an MKB in the gyro, and almost, what's the level on Wisp? Is that 19? Looks that way. And if they can get 20, it's 16, unfortunately.
It's 16. I
often get those numbers confused.
It's like turn the frown upside down, turn the 6 upside down, you get a little closer to where you want to be.
They do have, because Miracle's win so many stat items, his wall illusion is very powerful when used back against him.
Here you go. VG, they're outside the base. Yang will be the bait. He is the lure. Weeha jumps forward. He's got Nullifier. DY runs himself over. They need to get this kill nice and quick. Miracle, Ice Blast already flying in, however. Everyone's going to go down from VG Gaming. DY can't do much as far as stun control goes. And Paparazzi, all that damage is totally negated. Miracle jumps in. The Wukong command. Ari can hit with the balance strike. Now this will work. Pull it back into the wall. GH will fall. Mind Control trying to retreat back out again, but they got the damage for that too. Ari with a double kill. Miracle gets out as quick as he possibly can. Kuro won't be so lucky. Yeah, he will be lucky. Out and safe. It's still hilariously an even trade-off with a buyback out. It's just... It's not even the two big calls.
You can see where the punish could come in for Vici. If they bait Liquid into the fight, there's still 4 melee heroes. I count TA in that on the side of Liquid. If they get too over aggressive, roll forward, stampede, blink in, and all of a sudden there's a Monkey King set up on the trees, you will just get wiped. Miracle barely escapes with his height.
Okay, Miracle.
Is he going in?
Yeah, he's going. Oh, it's Miracle. Of course he's going in. Abyssal Blade jump forward with Mana Cell. You burn off all the mana. The charges coming in. Buyback in from the eye. He's going to relocate forward. Miracle maybe bit off a lot more than he can chew. They just need to hold him there with the back. They get the control. Miracle blinks away. He's on almost nothing. 90 HP. He's trying to push it back. He gets the kill. 1,000. Level up your battle pass. Get the goal for Miracle. 10 times spree that Ari will take.
It's still just 2 racks, Toby, and keep in mind, it's an anti-mage that's at peak efficiency. You're level 25, you are 6 slotted. It's not really going to get much better for Miracle.
You've killed the raid boss. You've shown that you can do it. And maybe now Liquid start thinking like maybe we should play a little bit more sensibly across the map. But Weeha, now he's right in front of VG Gaming. They jump in. Man, that sideway damage and the Ice Blast. Say goodbye already to DY. And there's not much of an escape either for Yang. Albaranzi and Faye were coming over. They needed everybody there ready to fight. Norwich is sitting on this tree going, I don't understand this kingdom. This is meant to be my kingdom. But this is just hell.
Now, there's a Midas that's getting him back into this game, though, and it's level 19 on the Wisp now. And when he hits 20, the game changes a bit because Vici still have 3 cores that continue to scale exponentially. Notably, Darkseer, just thanks to the wall illusions. Like, he's getting, if he gets the AM, you're good to go. But check out how his arms off. Up. Not quite, but you're gonna have a free 4 point.
Mid again. They don't have Centaur with them. They don't have Miracle. Keep in mind that Roshan will be spawning up. He's a minute away from his spawn time, 51 seconds now from spawn time. Korea.
On his anti-mage, Miracles, well, he knows his role on this team.
Roshan's alive. The TA trap from Liquid will see it. There's an Aghanim's upgrade to be had.
Jeez, I feel like you just give that to mind control, right? And all of a sudden, this big combo that we've been discussing that Vici still has potential to pull off.
Yep.
You use Pop Stampede, you get the damage reduction, you get terrain walking, and you go straight out of that Wukong. Oh my god.
Yeah, Greaves on AA. Roshan's already gone down. Who's going to take this? They're giving it to Kuro. They're giving it to the Ice Blast.
All right, take that to you're playing against Wisp Gyro, right? If you hit the gyro, Satanic pickup later in this game is going to mean absolutely nothing. And if you can buy those 15 seconds of him back in base, waiting to be able to regen, you're going to lose that last rack, no problem.
Their stuns also go through the roof. Now the TA is level 25. You got the meld hit bash that's arriving. So they've got the control to hold VG in, and VG keep grouping up too. Remember, they've got 3 heroes who come into melee range every single fight. The IO is normally with the gyro too, so there's always a cluster that the Ice Blast is able to hit. Probably another reason too why you want to give it that Aghanim's upgrade to the Ice Blast, to the AA. And VG, they need the perfect fight right now. Like, perfect fight. They have buyback only on Spirit as well as the Gyrocopter. Monkey King needs another 48 seconds before he's got that Skadi back.
Just some shooting practice, ensuring there's no way that Ori could be playing on those right side trees, because that's where the gyro would end up playing, and then you drop a Wukong as Liquid try and enter the base.
It's actually kind of nice for VG. The fact that Liquid aren't forcing the issue is giving that extra 30 seconds for the courier. I know it's not much, but you'll take everything you can get.
Never know what could make the difference. Obviously, the gold lead continuing to expand for Liquid. All of a sudden, it's 34,000. Yet another record picked up by Miracle.
They're looking wherever they can. 5 seconds for the courier. So Skadi will be here for VG's fight. And Liquid is so patient, making sure every single lane is pushed in. If VG want to try and defend that bottom lane of frags, they'll have to worry about the momentum from mid as well as top.
They're so close to level 20 on Fade.
At this point, I'm wondering if Paparazzi could even finish the butterflies. Like, I just need Rapier. I just need damage output.
Might not be the worst choice here. He's already got the MKB. You know this next fight, eventually Liquid are going to give you, will be for all the marbles. They're going to collect one more round of bounties, ensure everybody's got buyback.
Scepter bonus has arrived though, so Fade has that 20 you're talking about. So Gyrocopter's getting stronger and stronger, and that's when the butterfly does, yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah. It's interesting, he already has one. He's just going to think about getting a second because TA and Animage do not have their MKBs yet. It will force that item pickup if he's able to pick up the second. But
he switches Satanic now.
I don't know if I like that, Toby. Not into an Ancient Apparition that already has Ags. And there you go, that's why Mind Control didn't take it, because he buys one of his own himself.
He's got the money. Gyro's now going Refresher Orb. Make your...
Really?
Yeah,
all right.
Double BKB.
He needs it.
Double call down, double flat cannon instantly. Like, this is the item choice. Fade's gonna charge himself forward. Ooh, quick moment. Kala.
You'd think it would benefit Vici, but I feel like Liquid, you can already see Miracle frantically talking. He knows what's up. He's got Aegis for another 2 minutes and 2,400 health remaining.
We'll see if they can get through him. Everyone's behind. GH is nearby. Wee's ready for the jump. Mind Control is actually in range for a Blink Hoof Stomp too. And they've already got double Vortex. Like, VG are fighting into so much amplification just there from Team Liquid already. This is going to be dangerous to say the least. All right. Everyone's reconnected back into the game.
This is the fight for everything.
Yep.
The Refresher all in, no buyback on the Gyrocopter.
Either VG hold or VG lose. All right, we're good. Unpause, back into our game we go. As Miracle, while they waited off, back in, copying the initial start, turns homing missile around. We have jumped it. They can't kill off this Gyro. VG are going to hold, and inside the Wukong spot, Paparazzi can now turn that damage around into Mind Control. That Aghanim Scepter Stampede does not let him do anything. Mind Control gets hoof stomped and then bashed back in by DY, and they found the bigger target inside the tree line. Weehara is caught. They've already used a Refresher Orb, but Miracle wants to go for a second round. Instantly starts as he jumps forward into the Boundless Strike. He'll get the kill onto DY. Cleans up the Centaur illusion. VG hold for the moment, but their tier 4 towers, they're going down so fast. VG can't defend. This is why Liquid were pushing in every single one of the side lanes. VG's attention is so heavily split. DY runs in to create some space, but all he does is run to his death. That's a dieback from the Spirit Breaker.
The AA ult that hit the Gyro meant that doesn't matter how hard you're winning the fight, VG can't pursue out of base because Gyro's stuck at half HP. The Wisp heal means nothing. You're tethering for the bonus damage, sure, but now with wall down, Miracle's going to move forward. He still has Aegis for another minute.
And he does, so even if you get this kill, what do you really get in return? That silence so quickly on the Yang. He can't do anything. Man avoided down. Buyback now from the Darkseer, but the badge is already out into the Monkey King. Ori, and he really has felt like a non-factor in this game. Weehara just got his number. Miracle, he wants to die. He welcomes it. 3 seconds, and the Immortal is back up. They've already got Mega Creeps available. Miracle looking for the blink away to save him. No, he doesn't. He's blinking into fight. Weehara with him too. He's a perfect side blade attack. And where is VG's target? VG's target is game 2. They call GG. Game 1 belongs to Liquid with a 47,000 net worth lead. 43 to 42 in. A lot of 40s.
I don't know what you ban against him anymore, Toby. It's back to the drawing board for Vici. This was their bread and butter, and they got rolled.
Stay up all night, see the sunrise. Stick with me, keep me company. Nothing can trouble me now. I will sing till I can't make a sound. Stay up all night, see the sunrise. Come stick with me, keep me company. Nothing can trouble me now. I will sing till I can't make a sound. Shine on. Still as a breeze, a river flowing deep. Don't wanna leave the air you breathe. Living me dreams when I think of you and me. Don't wanna leave the world you see, and I will hold you down if love is still alive. It's all forgiven to my eyes. The tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven to my eyes. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. It's all forgiven. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. You and your wicked ways. Sit out your touch. I can never feel so much. Don't wanna leave a step between. 'Cause when you lock me in, I'm in
Absolutely
flight.
perfect.
Don't care, it's a cruel paradise. Say you'll be mine. Tide has turned around. Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating,
It's looking
beating time.
że popatrzył jak chwilę. Вот, ты посмотри вокруг, что происходит. Это просто нечто. Это ГГ! This guy has no children. Ding, 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 brother. Vai, дело, баба.
Just listen to the sound. Two hearts beating, beating
You know what's cooking? Ooh!
I estimate the probability of winning to be above 99%. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
네. No. 네. No. 스캔 돌려야 돼요. 스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
10 seconds remaining. VG Gaming's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. VG Gaming's turn to pick. Team Liquid's turn. Team Liquid's VG Gaming's turn to pick. Mars! 5 seconds remaining. Liquid's turn to ban. VG Gaming's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I should have seen that one coming.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. VG Gaming's turn.
Disruptor.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Vici Gaming's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vici Gaming's turn to pick. Liquid's turn to pick.
Dropped.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
You can definitely look towards Weeha, but it seems Kyle every single game. We're looking now Kuro to the last pick, the 5th pick.
Yep.
He chose second pick.
Overside choice. Liquid had the decision, and they said over everything else, we want to prioritize the ability to get the final hero in the draft. And once again, they saved it for Miracle.
Yeah, and they give him the slot. A hero like they were sitting there. The panel was like, all right, how deep do we have to go into this pool? Wait, we just gotta remember that hero that was dominating everybody at one point. Yeah, we'll grab that for Miracle because game one wasn't enough.
And I agree. Like Liquid's lanes could potentially get run over here, but you're going to get to a point where because there's no true Slark answer, there's no Void, there's no Doom, there's nothing that, no kind of disable that won't be packed off. You give him the ability to take over a game once you hit the 30-40 minute mark. And this is one of those games though where I feel like the Wii Ranger will get an opportunity to shine. You are favored against DP in the laning phase, and if you get ahead, you get the early phase boots, look to see him start getting very aggressive around the map. Also, Mars for mind control in the first two. I did not expect that from Liquid.
Yeah, like putting mind control into something a little bit more interesting. Like at least he has, I wouldn't say he's got escape mechanisms, does he?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we are rejected.
To be fair, it's great synergy with the Disruptor, and I imagine they were planning on taking it later, but the Liquid lineup is very squishy and susceptible to being dove hard. And Vici, you've got so much chasing and catch potential. Centaur, Jug, the Grimstroke, Inkswell, the Earth Spirit, Disruptor, Rubik, you need to be able to play in the back of team fights. You don't want to be in a scenario where you're just getting dove hard, and Vici can definitely do that with this lineup.
Yeah, but they need to get off to a good start inside their laning phase. So they are going to try and build it up with at least some sort of contest over top. We're going to start the same way we did before. This time around, Vici doesn't have the Iron Shell, so there's not that big damage amplification. But Miracle's the one on the front lines. He went Essence Shift level 1, so he will not battle this, but on bottom lane, you're still going to have GH actually grabbing both of those bounties. So it's going to be a straight 2-for-2 trade-off. Also interesting to watch GH already being down here. Boots first on the Rubik. Mind Control sees the lanes, and he's already started the walk.
And interesting, Liquid kept MC middle because they wanted to ensure that they got the favorable lanes, and that means they want him against Centaur because that's the lane he's heading towards. Makes sense because if he's in a tri-lane situation up top against a Jug, we've seen this over and over where you just get dove, Mars dies a couple times, it doesn't have much of a game, but you are favored against the Centaur 1v1.
It's interesting to watch, like having GH down here. So what does VG do? Like, are they happy with this? Where they've got 3 heroes against Miracle. They want to make sure this slide doesn't get off to a good start. And they're already starting on. Paparazzi with the spin and the kick from Fade. Not to mention, you've got the stroke. Everything is there. And first blood is built on Miracle. But she didn't have that instant counter from GH, but with the Fade Bolt and the damage from Thunderstrike, Paparazzi is the revenge kill into the 2 supports.
That's insane. And that evens. Sure, you get first blood on Papa, but he wasn't able to spend his gold to
Kuro wants to go for
dying.
Thunderstrike's out. GH will have another Fade Bolt available in a second, and this is just that early damage available, but Fade, well, that Striker Phase is going to be well off the target, but DY's moved back in again, so Salve will be cancelled. Fade Bolt will connect. Kuro begins its TP out. Anybody got a stun? Doesn't look like it. Not enough damage in time. Kuro is able to escape, and these 2 supports who went Boots first, both of them went supports first. Yeah. Boots first.
And it's
tracked down for Vici.
It's such a cool little adaptation. You're playing against a Jug, right? You want to be able to outrun the spin. Miracle in a lot of trouble.
Yep, spin right on top of him. Nothing Miracle could do about this because he went for the Essence Shift to begin with. There's no pounce, there's no relocate, there's no way to dispel that slow that's there. So VG definitely staying up in the face of Miracle this time. And he's in the long walk of shame. TP's on cooldown.
Hey, this is one way to deal with the last pick Slark, right? Just run out into the laning phase.
Even stop walking for a second. Like, wait, should I switch lanes? Should I move?
It is not any better against a Centaur once you're at a level disadvantage.
Speaking of Centaur, 11-3 against 2-2 of Mind Control. Remember, that's a 1v1 lane ever since the Rubik left.
Yeah, but Mars did get there 3 or 4 creeps late, but definitely a strong performance from the Centaur. However, there are 10 creeps on the tower. It's not as bad as it appears.
It looks bad on the numbers. We didn't have to see the lane first to understand it. As long as he gets the range creeps, Mind Control's going to be very happy. Oh, Paparazzi's coming again. Rolling ball forward. They're after Miracle. They're really punishing. Miracle just cannot hit level 2. He's getting a slap down as Mind Control was in game 1. Paparazzi will lose his life for this one.
Level 2 Miracle should be able to... No fear. Nice last hit from GH on the Archer with the bolt. And bottom has equalized as well.
Yeah, Mind Control's looking for a 4-minute rune on bottom. He won't get it, however. And if he can control the 2 5-minute runes, then all that sustain just comes back to him. Paparazzi in trouble up on top. The static field did a lot of work, and the physical damage from Kuro and GH do it. No! 22 HP, stick charges were there for the Juggernaut. And he'll healing ward up to both himself and DY.
And this is all because the Earth Spirits rotated out. You don't want to play into Tri-Lane as Fades ES, but when Liquid just keep these 3 heroes here, like they have no problem with this. Jug needs levels a lot more than Slark at this phase of the game. And they are now going to start abusing the pulls. Lane is pushing. GH will go over to grab the easy camp.
Rolling ball well off target. Kuro goes towards the trees, but they missed the 2 stuns from VG Gaming. So Kuro puts up the ball, tries to keep him in the trees. DY will stay with him. Miracle can't actually slow up DY, so he'll die in the trees, try and juke it. One way around, at least get some damage back. So there will be a rebuttal as GH will arrive into the lane. DY, one more attack. Kuro is actually the one to get the last hit out, but Miracle, he's dealing a lot of agility here, so he can try and turn back into VG Gaming. If he can just connect on one of these pounders, GH gets the pickup, throw down, spins very hard for namely Miracle. Stick charges give him that extra life, pounces up, and he finds the kill. Fade misses the rolling boulder. He needed to connect on that stun. But with the creep wave, Miracle's not going to try and go any further, and the stroke of fate barely missing the Slark.
Just out of range, was on target, and Kuro grabbed the runes as this went down.
Oh, hi, Kuro. Also, by Kuro. He came for aggressive warding positioning. Actually, no, there's no follow-up. And Ori couldn't hold him there.
I don't know, man. It just feels like business as usual for Liquid. They had arguably the worst start you could have expected. Like, Miracle just gets first blooded right off the bat, but they get the counter kill. The little adaptations, the boosts first on the supports. The reason this top lane has gone better than you'd probably expect.
But there's still a lot of strength that comes out the VG lineup. As the panel was saying, like, it's very easy to roll it out, to initiate with like Paparazzi, like. His net worth is still looking good. 2.3k to the 2k of the Slark. Centaur, he's got the early level, so Stampede's available. So if Liquid want to continue to be aggressive, they have ways out. The Death Prophet's getting bigger. Let's see what she's able to do with her exorcism. VG have things that they can work with. They may have a couple of under-leveled supports at the moment. Like they have a level 2 ES, a level 3, actually Juggernaut's level 3 as well. That's not great. But they're there's some things which are not perfect for them, but they've got more than they did in game 1.
The concern I have is just the net worth on the supports. That's the biggest advantage you can have in the early game is when your supports are in a strong position. Either that or a core utterly able to dominate a lane by himself, but no hero in this game can do that just yet. But being in the safe lane makes this Liquid Tri-Lane even more formidable. And while they're not going to be able to team fight for some time, we've discussed why VG will be able to just so easily force these big engagements.
But they want DY. The glimpse back will do the work, puts him inside the wall. Goes for the ink swell, but DY. Miracle moves in, instantly dispels back out. Paparazzi's had to spin, hoping for GH as Yang. He's rotated in towards the lane. GH, the spin from Paparazzi, he still appears the job. GH will just throw him away while Yang gets a hoof stomp kill onto Miracle. Yet another death for him, and Ori with the Crypt Swarm gets the kill on GH. A nice rotation. If they can push this lane hard enough, which they should, maybe they get some damage onto the tier 1 as well.
Yeah, they had a ward on the teleport, but were not able to react in time. Got distracted trying to pick up those kills. And of course, there was a Jug spitting in the face of the supports, only for the Centaur to show up momentarily. You can see, as soon as they see Centaurs there, all 3 Liquid heroes are like, oh, time to go. But he makes a really good decision. Yang chasing for Miracle, recognizes that his Q was on cooldown, able to finish the kill. A lot of space for Wii middle, but not the same threat as a TA. Obviously, the Wii Ranger is quite solid. It's just, you don't go to farm Ancients for free. You don't find this Deso timing to go do Roche at 12, 13 minutes. You don't have that same sort of game impact.
It's just good to push the lanes back out. Ori's return towards the mid. So with this lane pushing to the tier 1 tower, Mind Control has the Arena of Blood available. Disruptors right behind him. DY is going to walk in nice and close. They just don't see on the other side of the tree line. No vision down from Team Liquid. On the Radiant side of the river is watching the 2 ward positions instead. On the Dire side.
And once again, look at the warding. Kuro spends, he saves wards early game to place them as you hit that mid-game transition. Currently 5 on the map, 4 centered around the river. I don't play Dota too much anymore, but if I were a captain, I'd be thinking about why does he do this? It seems every single game.
Very difficult to deward no matter what. Tier 1 tower has fallen on top lane, so Liquid, they are being pressured. The Centaur staying up here with the Juggernaut, so both two cores are up there. That's why Fade is having this moment on bottom lane, and why Miracle looks for the leash, the rolling boulder, and the spear from Mind Control. They hit Fade with everything, but he's the sacrifice. He was meant to be slowing down this lane push, so he does his job. Top 3 net worth still belong to VG Gaming. They're still looking for their own place.
And Miracle will be rushing the Midas. I expect him to use the build that Ana did in the game that they were able to take back in the lower bracket. Midas, I believe it was a defusal. The point was no Shadow Blade, no blink, just raw DPS. And in a game where there's no true Slark counter, I think that that's ideal. You hit that 3rd, 4th item, the Scotty timing is often the turning point where you become unkillable and your damage output is just too threatening for the enemy side to stand against you.
Fade found one of those wards. That's why Weeha moves to the southern side of this lane. He's feeling the pressure from multiple fronts, but the Dire Observer Ward at least lets him watch where the Centaur.
And they're going to all rotate down.
And now they're moving underneath Radiant Vision too, so
Yeah, but
Team Liquid have a lot of information to work with, but
they see Earth Spirit like 2 or 3 different wards as he continues to try and find kills around the map. This is a hero that wants to get aggressive, but it's so difficult to do so when being watched at all times. And remember, we saw OG do this as well. When you have a Slark, it's so easy to control the vision because you'll know where the enemy side has wards.
Mind Control wants to go again. He's gonna look for that spear onto Yang. Unless they can get another initiation, GH comes in, and that telekinesis will do the work. Pick him up, throw him down. The spear not synergizing with the wall. Liquid not being on the same page. They do get Paparazzi to rotate in.
I don't even think they had any intention of diving that. They actually just wanted to force the TP, and look, Miracle disappears. He's rushing Midas. I was going to say, this is not a tower dive opportunity. You are not itemizing or playing a draft that allows you to make these sorts of moves. Vici wants to rotate. They want team fights, and all Liquid do is bait them to bottom, and all of a sudden you've got 2 lane wards for Miracle to peacefully finish his hand to Midas all alone in the top lane.
Yeah, have VG. Like, you want to play reactionary if you can get something out of it, but if Liquid are already planning to bail before when they attack from range.
Yeah, it's the same formula. The 2 supports and Mind Control playing together, the 2 cores farming the other lanes.
Yang feels like he wants a way in, but he doesn't have the items for it. Phase Boots will give him some speed in, but he needs a little bit more.
Yeah, you need a blink on somebody.
Yeah.
Vici, once again, they have solid run at you, but they need vision to be able to capitalize on that initiation advantage. And unless they can get some deeper wards off, it's going to be very difficult.
Oh, they're coming over Yang right on top of Kuro. The sentry doesn't last long. Nice rolling boulder. Perfect silence with the Ink Swap follow-up. They have the delivery system thanks to ES. And Paparazzi. Good kill on the Weeha, and they're going to turn this into pressure towards mid. Spin is stolen, and maybe with the stun dash, the wall is going to hold Paparazzi under the tower, but they're here to push. They're not going to commit the exorcism just yet. Fortification comes out from Liquid. Trying to slow things down. A kick and silence.
Got 6 on both supports. Gotta be careful if you're Vici.
This exorcism has to come up. If they're going to try and fight now, it has to come up now. Mind Control. Let's the Arena of Blood go in the storm and the wall. Everyone's held in. VG Gaming, they're bouncing around like a pinball. They have to get themselves out of this. Yang is going to die. He's the tankiest of them all, and he still can't survive his miracle. Pounces away on low life. The glimpse, it pulls Paparazzi back in again. But Liquid, Power Shot will be off target.
They defend the tower. They get 1. That's all you need if you're Team Liquid. I think Ori had to pop that ultimate a bit earlier, but they don't expect Liquid to be willing to rotate and be there as 5. You can see the synergy of the Mars plus Disruptor combo. You had a Rubik spinning in the center mass as well.
And then he sold Exorcism as well, so he was there to help out with the physical damage. They should look like little Rubiks flying.
Yeah.
Is it actually part of the Arcana? Maybe.
It's so cool to see GH back on his signature heroes. It's feels like, even though Secret, you know, they didn't have the greatest performance at this tournament, but you can see their influence on the meta still, as Liquid find themselves in an incredibly similar position, not just in like lineup, but look at how the farm is distributed, right? It's around this hyper carry, Nisha / Anna / Miracle Hero. And then you have similar networks between the other two cores, and then a 4 position that effectively becomes that next core. I think I've watched GH zap at least 10 archers so far in this game. Someone's been learning from Yaps already.
That's secure. Fade, good kick, turns on the magnetize. They get the double silence up as well. As DY, they have no way to run themselves away as a rolling boulder connecting on the back line. Kuro, he will go down to the magnetize. Nothing can prevent this. As well as the Mars and the kick forward connects on the GH, slowing him down. Paparazzi can close this. Isn't he? Realize Omni slash available. GH making a break for the tree line. They've already got with the crit from Paparazzi the kill. Cannot reach that fog of war. DP is adding her own pressure in towards the mid lane, but the 4 heroes from VG find what they're looking for. 3 kills, tier 1 tower, and then they look to secure the 15-minute runes. Alari leashed up, Weeha's nearby, there's nothing to shackle him to. And in fact, Ori, having that Yule Scepter, Ori tries to get up in Weeha's face.
It was really well done by Vici. That time they were able to capitalize on the high ground advantage. Bait Liquid in, find some kills, Shackle misses. You do protect mid tower. Miracle's still buying himself some space. But
moving for the runes on bottom. That's a really nice arena of blood, just holding Paparazzi in. Didn't have spin available now. GH is going to steal that. Mind Control's going for the second one. Yang, Orb Storm. Mind Control already was able to bottle up that bounty rune. They're trying to hold him in position and then run away, but Mind Control's going to lose his life for that bounty.
I'd say it's worth. You get more gold for the bounty than Paparazzi did for the last hit as well. Even.
It reveals the, okay, yeah, it reveals the blink of Yang. And that allows GH to know time to spin and get the hell out of there.
It's all just a matter of time, though. Either Miracle Slayer, he is going for the Midas Diffusal as expected. As someone say, you know, originality is how well you hide your sources, I think. I would not be surprised to see a lot more thievery of different ideas and item builds. I think the double shield's another example of like an innovation that all of a sudden everyone realizes is good to start a game with.
And that's the way Dota works, right? You make it meta, and then someone's going to take it, refine it up a little bit more, then someone's going to take it and break it. Yeah. And then we just continue the cycle. That is life.
So no vision from Vici on the enemy side of the map. I'd like to see them use this next level of Death Prophet ultimate. They want mid tower. This is key. Yeah. Liquid have kept it alive for so long, but not sure they'll be able to as Vici try and surround it.
Yang's just trying to create some space. He knows he's got more than enough damage himself to retaliate, and they don't have to burn Ori's ultimate. And Ori's been very, very, very restrained with this. He's only going to burn Exorcism when he feels it's either going to be a team fight or they want to push the issue even harder. And this may be one of those moments where they want to push it hard.
in what, 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Since he picked up the item, like, Vici trying their best. They're going to rush the BKB on Ori. I think this is possibly the right move. They want to ensure that they can take these fights decisively because they've got to dive. They've got to go.
Oh, mind control. He just blinks in. The dire observer that was planned saw Ori farming. The rest of VG Gaming is on the way with the double silence. Ori tanks for so long, and they catch Miracle with the silence. He can't break free of it. With the hooks of a double edge, they bring Miracle down. All the money in the world cannot buy your life. As Yang doesn't get controlled, mind control and GH to go into the trees. GH's more obvious TP away. There's no stun to stop him. And Liquid will be able to retreat away from this fight while up on top lane, that pressure is being applied to the tier 1 tower, and that's what Yang's TPing over for right now. It's Weeha. Yang trying to wait in the tree lines, but Weeha, he knows it.
And they got the scan. They had vision on the teleports thanks to, once again, another excellent aggro ward from Kuro.
But this is now when you lose the 4 bounty runes. VG Gaming, they take the tier 2 tower on bottom lane.
This has been excellent from Vici, though, because they're playing with so much pace. This is not easy to do. Their vision has been limited. They're just consistently not allowing Liquid to get those big pickoffs.
Oh, you denied the rune, Kuro. But surviving the Centaur, that's another matter.
Yeah, and pretty soon you'll have some minor damage issues for Liquid. Your main sources of damage are the spell big AoE combos from your 3-4-5, and Windranger Slark need more items before they're truly threats, especially to tanky heroes like Centaur, DP with all this built-in self-sustain.
Yep. This is what we're talking about. Like, all the nice praise you can throw away of Liquid. Yeah, VG Gaming, they understand their timings, they understand how easy it is to push out. And I love how they're also making sure these long cooldown timers, they never just throw them away. They're always available and use your easy spam abilities, which is when that Centaur start kind of really works for VG.
Yep.
Like you hoof stomp, you double edge, I've always got more life, I've always got more stuns, and my blink dagger timing was good. Now the
Vanguard, they expect a Crimson Guard soon as well, one of the hard counters to Windranger.
He actually got Vanguard as well as Hood completed, so yeah, a lot of sustain.
Crimson's the big timing window for Vici. If they can get an Aegis on that window, they'll have Mjolnir, they'll have BKB Ori. That's when it's go time.
They're picking Roshan.
Yep.
VG want the big man. And I need to push out the top lane first, but ES will take care of that.
Itemization-wise, they understand their timing perfectly. Like just the mech on Earth Spirit, not the medallion, not the urn that we're used to seeing, but to ensure that as a team, they will be able to outlast the Liquid spell combo and then just pursue. You don't ever want to be fleeing from a disruptor. You'll be giving away those extra exit kills, as we saw on the buyback from Wii earlier.
I love that from Yang. It's like, oh, all right, ES takes care of the first waves. He's going to jump to the tier 2 tower to push that wave out as well. Liquid get no information. They're pushed back on the top lane as far as they can possibly be pushed back. So the trade-off for this Roshan's the tier 1 tower. And Liquid have no intention of getting over there. Oh, they won't be able to get there in time to fight. They don't have vision superiority. And Ori able to get Roshan without burning Exorcism. That's a ticket to go straight up mid.
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Yeah.
Liquid can get some pressure onto the tier 2 tower on bottom, but yeah, go for it. VG are in a great spot.
Now you can just follow Paparazzi's Jug. Yang is not a target for Liquid. You can maybe take him out if he's isolated or 2 of his allies are dead, but looking around, they'll have a BKB finished on Miracle soon, but if Vici recognize their advantage, I'd expect them to look to move high ground next minute or two. They don't really have any big items coming up soon.
They wanted to, but it was actually very smart from mind control. He jumped between the tier 1, tier 2 tower and actually cut the wave. So that VG momentum I was talking about going straight up mid disappeared. And the top wave that they pushed in got pushed back by the tier 2 tower. So everything kind of balances up and allows Liquid to reset and see where VG come from.
Weeha finishes his own BKB. When Liquid have both of those up, Slark's still, of course, only halfway there. It changes the game a bit because Liquid will be able to spend all of their big ults. The 2 cores can commit hard onto whatever hero they find. Heroes, really, because anybody stuck in the Thunderdome is probably going down. You can see Mind Control doing the same because a lot of the control, all of the control, and half the damage of Vici is magical. If you're able to just target Ori, that's when Liquid start to shift things towards their favor.
This is a great obs. They can actually see Kuro moving out, and he's the biggest target right now. They need a kill off Kuro. The jump, swerve the stampede forward. Not even needing it. A hoof stomp in. VG came under the cover of smoke, and they get rid of that disruptor. No more big ultimate stampede out. Mars actually caught as well. They're trying to remove both of the big AoE controllers of Team Liquid. Yang is back, another quick double edge. With a stroke, swell. No way to run for mind control. 2 heroes down, buyback is available for both. And a double damage rune. I don't know if it was scouted on the top, it is. Juggernaut's going back for it. They're gonna come up mid. And they will push very hard and fast.
It is go time. They're going to have Crimson on the Courier once it's back in base. Greaves finished. DD bottled on the Juggernaut along with the Aegis. DP BKB. You can go for this. And you get one wave on mind control, sure, and GH takes another. But can you really delay this?
You can get rid of the creep waves. I got so much, like with Cryptstorm as well as Fade Bolt, the creep waves don't stay alive. So Liquid, the backdoor protection will start to arrive. They use the fortification.
Look at Miracle.
And he's waiting. The Courier. He's actually going to kill the Courier.
He's killing the creep wave. That's what's more important.
Okay, yep, the Courier's backed up, and creep wave is gone. 25-minute bounty runes. Miracle will run for that. And without the creep wave, they can't force this,
push.
even with the double damage rune.
They're getting all 4 bounty runes.
Oh, what is this?
It's so frustrating. Vinci's playing so well, yet Miracle's going to take sole position in the net worth lead and finish his BKB. Mind control cuts one wave. GH has stolen Crypt so he can kill the next one. They blow Glyph to ensure backdoor protection comes up in time. God, it's just so frustrating to play against these guys. And you still the Aegis. You want to push. Here they come.
They have a creep wave now, but GH still has the double clearance. The pick up, the throw back, trying to get the Centaur away from Mars, who will go down. 46 seconds on the sideline. But of course, buyback is there in case VG are able to force this harder. There's no fortification this time around, so the tier 3 tower will fall. They have the catapult still alive. Something GH could not nuke down. In fact, now we get Hopstorm double edged up. Maybe there's enough damage just from Yang with a stampede forward. GH will fall. Instant buyback comes in from him. And now it's 3 buybacks from Liquid to try and hold this mid lane. GH stealing stampede. I wouldn't say Liquid are looking to fight the shackle. Man, that actually managed to curve latch, and then they push him back up. But this is all over on Paparazzi, and Yang goes again for the backlines as we die back on GH. VG, they knew their timing. They're breaking the base. They have the damage out for Paparazzi. On the end of his life goes into the Omni Slash. He's able to get himself a little bit more distance away. Back, but now the glimpse. Kuro wants to finish off Paparazzi, wants to break that Aegis Immortal, but they don't care if they kill off Miracle. VG continue to fight mind control. Now it's time for the Arena of Blood, but he's going to die as quick as the Arena actually popped up. We hark at BKB. He wants to kill on Paparazzi, but he doesn't get it. The Shackle bites in space, but Ari has the damage through the ghouls. The Cryptstorm looks for the timing and the fade out the BKB, but doesn't find it quite. But the healing ward is there. The Greaves is up. They're going to end this right now. Going for the tier 4 towers, and Liquid admit it. GG is there. VG, simple to execute. They stuck to their guns, and they did it right. They forced at least 4 games in this grand final as they tie the series at 1 apiece.
I love the DP pick. I think that that's critical to the change and tempo that Vici are able to provide in this draft. I wanted to see VP do it against Liquid earlier. Ori's is fantastic. And you have this right mix of team fight, you can still play aggressive, very high survivability, and more importantly, you can see he did so much damage in that fight. Liquid had 3 or 4 buybacks used, and you're trying to dive in front of a death fight. It's not going to work. They actually just end game.
Yep.
Still, well done to Liquid. They stalled it. You could see their playstyle, but Vici had no intention of leaving the base once they finally had a creep wave inside of it.
Yep. So Liquid play interesting once again with the start, but Vici Gaming, this is why you never want to count them out. You never want to just like swing to one side, because the well-executed draft, it was simple, it was easy, but when you got a team that's been this talented, there was a reason why